what I think. Personal responsibility and the return to patriarchal structures and some of this anti-rainbow stuff, it offers an alternative that resonates with many men who feel disenfranchised by feminism and these liberal politics. Somebody type, just say no to woke in the chat room. Somebody type, just say no to woke in the chat room. And so for men, the conservative movement represents a return to order, stability, and masculine leadership, values that we believe are crucial for rebuilding society. By reclaiming these patriarchal roles, Black men are seeking to restore balance within their families and communities, which we feel and we know has been disrupted by decades of these policies by the Democrats. So this shift to conservatism is not just about politics, it's about survival. Shout out to my man, Animal Advocate. Welcome as a new member. Look, the disenfranchisement of men, particularly Black men, has created an existential crisis for both individuals and for society at large. By aligning with conservative principles, Black men are attempting to reclaim our place as leaders and to rebuild these social institutions that have been weakened by the erosion of traditional gender roles. And in our eyes, and I think we all seeing clearly, what we see as a change in the direction of politics is a cure for society, a society that has become sick with anti-male rhetoric. Now, the good brother Kevin Samuels, I want to talk to y'all about something. I think the first person I heard bring up Black Manosphere politics was BGS IBMOR. Somebody type BGS in the chat room. Somebody type BGS in the, oh, she said Animal Advocate. Sorry, Mr. Spurling, I'm a woman. Well, all right then, baby. All right then. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little hand clap. Welcome to the membership. But look, the first person I heard talking about Black Manosphere politics, it was an off-the-cuff comment that BGS IBMOR made around 2015, 2016. And he said, wait till the politics. Somebody type BGS in the chat more. Somebody type BGS IBMOR in the chat room. Y'all go over to his page and tell him Uncle D say what's up. Y'all put a link to this on his page because he needs to be given his flowers. This man, 9 years ago, I know who he is. Y'all don't know who he is. He and I have actually communicated. Shout out to the West Side, man. I got much love for BGS IBMOR. He old school with it. Back in LA, back in the day. But anyway, tell him I said Lamert Park, study sessions. Anyway, so he said, wait till they get hold of the politics. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me like, damn, that's brilliant. One of the most brilliant men I've ever heard speak, BGS IBMOR. Brilliant, brilliant. Same thing with him and Obsidian. Brilliant men, brilliant thinkers, thought leaders. You see? But the bottom line is he said, wait till the politics emerge. This was 9 years ago. And here we are. Okay? Now, I'm going to draw a line between what Kevin Samuels did and the rise of these relationship, Black Manosphere relationship talking points with that. So let me tell a story, okay? One that you all know already. Kevin Samuels became prominent because he tapped into the growing urgent issue, and that was the collapse of traditional relationships in Western countries. See, he was as popular here in America, but he was also popular in the UK. He was popular in Australia. He was popular in all the Western countries where they speak English. And see, what Kevin did was he took these same Manosphere relationship talking points. He repackaged them. Kevin never claimed all of that stuff was his. He repackaged them. Remember, Kevin was a salesperson, a really good salesperson from what I understand. He repackaged these Black Manosphere relationship talking points, and he brought them to the mainstream in a package that was palatable. Okay, he dressed the part. He had the little music playing. He was very Afro-futuristic with what he did. All these, he would go off the cuff and talk about these different fragrances and so on and so forth. Kevin had about 3,000 different bottles of fragrances. in his apartment. His daughter and his best friend told me when they went down to his spot in Atlanta to clean up, and he had 3,000 bottles of fragrances. My God, right? And so he was really into that, you know, and on top of that, people were sending him stuff because he was promoting it. So Kevin was getting money hand over fist. But the bottom line is what he brought to it resonated with a broad audience that had been yearning for candid, honest discussions about the failures of modern relationships, particularly within the Black community. And his direct and often controversial approach spoke to the frustrations shared by men, especially those who felt marginalized or overlooked in conversations about dating, marriage, and gender dynamics. Just because they're not on the internet doesn't mean they're not experiencing the same thing. The internet is the YouTube, the manosphere, the Black manosphere is just the pussy pimple where it's erupting to the surface. Beneath there is the sickness, and everybody is feeling it. So Samuel's popularity surged because he addressed a critical societal need, the need to confront these unrealistic expectations that women had developed in the dating market. One of these key arguments centered around the concept of sexual marketplace value, that's SMV, and which posits both men and women and the value based on attractiveness, age, and other factors that influence desirability in relationships. Okay, basically Kevin said, this is your sexual marketplace value, and what's your dress size, how old are you, how would you rate your looks, your beauty on a scale of 1 to 10 without using 7? And for them, when you lay it out like that, okay, I'm average at best. Somebody type average at best in the chat room. Kevin pointed out to women that women with lower sexual marketplace, often due to factors like age, weight, economic instability, children, that they had a whole bunch of unrealistic expectations for the kinds of men they believe they deserve, particularly in terms of finance. You want a high value man, but you are 3 or 4, you average at best. And there's nothing wrong with being average. There's nothing wrong with being average in appearance. Hell, there's nothing wrong with that. You see? But when you have a bunch of average and below average women of all races, okay, who want the man with the highest financial status, the best appearance, who has social influence and power, that means that there's a disconnect. And this was contributing to the widespread failures of relationships. This is not something that was unknown to the Black manosphere and the manosphere law. We knew this. All that happened was Kevin framed it. Okay, and that basically many of these women who are seeking high value men without acknowledging their own standing in the relationship market. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's Black Man Talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now.